Hey everybody, it's Lisa with Lisa Bug Fitness and Yoga for another knee replacement update. Yesterday I was at 5 weeks post-op. I can't even believe this. It's so weird how time goes. The day to day goes so slow when I'm in a lot of pain and really trying to push through this recovery. And yet at the same time, I can't believe that I'm at 5 weeks already. But here we are. I wanted to give you an update. I know that you've been waiting to hear what the pain update is. And I have to tell you, this last week, the pain has really been in flux. So, week 1, excruciating, week 2, horrible, week 3, terrible, week 4, awful. Week 5, for the most part, a little bit better. I could say at times it was in the uncomfortable zone, but it's been in flux because I have felt like I can maybe push my exercises a little bit more now, which then causes more swelling, more pain. And so it's just been really kind of up and down depending on what I'm doing. And trying to figure out how hard to push it and when to back off is really, really difficult. So let's see, I had a PT yesterday and I was a little bit disappointed at my PT appointment because I really made a mistake. And in the morning before PT, which was at 5:20, I decided I really wanted to work on my flexion a little bit so that when I went into PT, I could show her that I'd made some strides and I was doing a lot better. Well, that was a mistake because I tried some different techniques for range of motion and knee bending that I hadn't really done before, and I pushed it a little bit too hard, and my knee got so angry yesterday afternoon that I could hardly walk again. It was really swollen, would hardly bend, and I thought, what in the heck did I do? Now I gotta have to go into PT. So I was really stiff, and it was hard for me to get range of motion in PT yesterday. So let's see, 2 weeks ago at week 3, my flexion in the knee machine was at about 100. Well, yesterday when I went to PT, we did an active range of motion where you lay on your back and you just bend your knee as much as you can by using your hamstring muscles. So you just pull that leg back. And my active range of motion was around 90. And I thought, oh, this is not good. And then you do a passive range of motion where you put the strap around your foot and you use your hand to help pull the ankle back. So I got into that position after a few little warm-up reps, and my passive range of motion was at about 102, which is essentially where I was 2 weeks ago on the knee machine. So I was a little bit disappointed with that because I really do feel like I've made some improvements. So she said, let's go over to the knee machine and see where you do there so we can compare apples to apples. And very painfully, after being on it for about 10 minutes, pushing it as hard as I could, I got to 108 with my flexion. So lesson learned, don't work on flexion the day of physical therapy. So there's a lot of lessons I'm learning from this knee replacement. But she thought my strength was doing good. And she said, you're doing okay with your flexion. So maybe you don't need to push it quite as hard. I just have to find that edge where I work on increasing my flexion without working on increasing pain and swelling. So it's a difficult road to follow. But I wanted to let you guys know I'm doing okay. And I kind of had a big day today. I actually went to the Y by myself. I drove myself there and I substituted a seated arthritis chair class in the virtual Y. So this is, it's live streaming online. I taught the whole class in a chair. It's basically range of motion for arthritis. So you're working on your hands, you're working on your neck, shoulders, doing a lot of range of motion stuff. The class was fine. Getting there to the Y was challenging, but it was okay. Getting out of the chair was a struggle. So after the class was over, I was still on live stream and I had to get over to the computer to shut off the live stream, and I didn't think to bring my cane over there with me, and boy, it wasn't pretty getting up off that chair. My knee had just gotten so stiff, but I made it through that, and then I did also, that was a 30-minute class, and I did a 30-minute level 1 seniors strength training class. Again, in the chair. It was mostly just range of motion with weights, and I did a couple of things out of the chair just with toe raises and little leg raises out to the side. That went okay. And then I did a 30-minute Tai Chi where I just, kind of shifted my body weight side to side and went through some of the Tai Chi forms. By the time I was finished, I'd had it. It was almost, I almost bit off more than I could chew, but I felt this sense of accomplishment, like I'd really done something for my mental health, for the instructor that I was subbing for who just had surgery this week, and for the participants that were looking for those classes online. So I hopefully I didn't overdo it today. It's definitely stiff and swollen now, but I'm going to get my leg up, elevate it. And I think that's kind of how my recovery is going to be. I'm going to take a step forward, see how it goes. Maybe I'll take a little bit of a step back, but eventually I'll keep this moving forward. I'm only at 5 weeks. This is a 1-year recovery plan. Seems a little daunting. So I'm trying to be kind with myself and just take it one step at a time. So anyway, I know a lot of you have been asking how I've been doing, so I wanted to get this sent out to you. I do have a compression wrap on my leg right now because it was a little swollen after teaching those classes, but all the steri strips are off the incision. There's still scabbing on it, so I can't rub anything in it yet. I can't get in the water or in the pool or anything like that yet, so still waiting for that incision to heal. So that's kind of how it's going. My energy's coming up just a smidge, so that's good. I'm feeling a little bit better about trying to get out and do a couple of things. So it's all a part of the healing process, right? So anyway, thanks everybody for staying in touch and following my progress and sending me lots of well wishes. I'll see you next time. Take care.